The booktube community is in shambles right now. The biggest booktuber there is, Daniel Greene, has been accused of sexual SA. Let me say SA for YouTube by a person named Naomi King. That's her YouTube handle or whatever. And the whole internet is up in arms, and everybody has pretty much determined that Daniel Greene is in fact guilty. The biggest thing that they're pointing to is, well, he put a cease and desist order out to a video that he wasn't named on. So let's just get this first thing clear, right? We can talk about this conversation. A cease and desist order is not an admission of guilt. Does it make him perhaps look a little bit guilty? Maybe, yes, because it definitely confirms that the video was referencing him. But if you're watching that video of which the cease and desist was sent, in Naomi's own words, what he did wasn't SA. So why the cease and desist, right? Well, it could be because there was a conversation between them. She says in her own video, the recent video, there's like 8 pages of something. I don't know, her thoughts that she tries to present as evidence. And yeah, that like maybe he was like, oh, okay, she's planning on doing more, so I need to cut it right now. I seen somebody on Twitter mentioning that they used to be a lawyer, and they're like, oh yeah, this is definitely going to be used as evidence against them. How? Because they didn't pursue the cease and desist and take down the video? No. Like, that just shows, oh, she hasn't continued to talk about it. Let's not bring this into the legal court and avoid that situation. Now she continued talking about it, so Daniel's going to sue her, and the cease and desist is probably going to be brought up. I'm guessing, right? This whole thing is crazy. Okay, look, I get it. Most people haven't watched the video that was posted how long ago? A year ago, right? Most people haven't watched that, and to me, this is the kind of the clearest piece of evidence of that Daniel did not SA. But more things might come out. We haven't heard his side of the story. I don't know how his side of the story is going to prove it. Her side of the story, for some reason, people are buying because she has text messages. Well, like a whole wall of text message, right? And the whole thing is blocked out, like line for line, except for like 2 sentences. And it's like, why are you blocking out the rest? Like, why would you hide that information? What's the point of doing that? Like, that's shady. Why only show little snippets of text and not show the text before? It seems all very specific and filtered. So yeah, but the things that she described in the video that came out recently, yeah, of course, that would be SA if that happened. But do we trust her? Like, the whole video, she's trying to frame it that the relationship was them being friends, even though she said that she's like talked him down from cheating a bunch, and then she's going on a friendcation to Vegas. They're just friends. He's gonna spoil her so they can be friends. It just sounds so stupid. And then what is it? Yeah, so she admits later, like, saying that he's tried to have an affair with her, or he's tried to convince her to have an affair. That was like in the text that was happening there. And so then you're gonna have a friendcation with this person. Come on, dude. Don't just stop passing the sniff test. And look, it's up to Daniel now to show text to see if that's what happened. I think it probably did happen. Sorry, I'm just laughing. Like, dude, some of the part of the evidence that was shown in this video was the coffee, that he didn't bring coffee because I guess that the caffeine would sober her up from her high. So as if it was like, it was planned. The whole thing was planned, even though she was the one that took the edibles. She told him, and he was like, "Oh wow, you're gonna be really high." Like, so it's not like he told her to do this. Like, it's really confusing how some of these points are brought up, and it just goes to show how easily people can be emotionally manipulated. You put 5 minutes, 10 minutes of you just crying, Um, which again, was it real tears? Maybe, right? She is listed as an actor on her website, and the first clip is of her crying in her acting role. So I don't understand what's putting the crying in there. What's the purpose of that other than to attempt to emotionally manipulate the people watching this? Uh, that's kind of how it appears to me. My running theory, and we did like a deep dive, like, EFAP of this on my other channel, Iron Seas. You can see the link to that video is going to be in the description, where it's like we kind of go part by part of what's wrong with the video and what she's saying, how she kind of flip flops on what she says. Um, and I'm very confident in my theory is the fact that he promised her things like they would have a relationship and stuff like that, and it didn't happen, and therefore she's upset. But yeah, no, I'm the whole essay thing and saying that, like, well, her own words, like, watch this. She said that it wasn't sexual assault. Fucking YouTube, don't get me on this, man. But it's not essay defined how it should be or by legally. She's trying to redefine words, which we shouldn't be trying to redefine words.
This man has been doing the same things. He has been using the same excuses. He's been manipulating and lying and coercing for almost a decade. So at that point, it's like, okay, looking into laws and stuff like that, every law is explicitly like, if you did something and then you regret it after, it's not assault. But they don't take into account how good so many predators are at lying and setting up.
Okay, the dude lied to get in her pants is what it seems like, but they had a relationship like going on for what, years? And look, apparently this video is not about Daniel. Okay, we can agree that the video is about Daniel, right, at this point. But she just said right there, she regretted afterwards because he was promising her a relationship. It doesn't matter, like, if lying to somebody about like the job you did or whatever, and then the person consensually sleeps with you, it's not SA. It's not. And I'm sorry, everything in this video, I'm not going to play the whole thing. Watch it for yourself. At no point does this line up with what she says in the video that she recently posted about her saying no to him. It doesn't, like, look at the text messages when he says he's going to CVS when he's boarding his flight and he plans to go to CVS. Why would he plan on going to CVS? What's at CVS, guys? Come on. Are we really going to believe the friend part? All right. It kind of seems a little bit absurd. Right? Bad if true, but like from what she's shown, and we do have to wait for Daniel to say his piece. This seems like it was completely consensual and by her own words. I don't know how. It's just crazy that the book community is just jumping right to cancel Daniel, and that's not good. It's not good to just jump to cancel people. Like, all these people are just incredibly spineless. It's crazy that he probably called some of these people friends. Like Brandon Sanderson, I don't know the particulars of their relationship, but he blocked him. Like, somebody who's been on his show multiple times, he's throwing him away. I saw a video or a little bit. I couldn't stand him. But yeah, no, it's just nobody wants to hear his side. Girl cries, we automatically believe him. That's a bad thing. Like, we shouldn't just believe somebody because they cry. And there is no clear evidence of what she says that, like, of SA. Cheating, yes. Okay, that's a different conversation. The cheating bit, bad. But that's a different conversation. Focus on the SA. Because everything in that story, even in her own evidence, just seems extremely shaky. And then this video that she posted, this would be a different story if in her recent video, if she was like, in my previous video, I was in a different state of mind. I've come to understand and reevaluate some of that. She doesn't do that, though. She doesn't deny this video. She just kind of confirms it. So I don't know what we're talking about. But yeah, I want to come out with a quicker video than the Iron Seas one. But you guys are going to want to check that out for the full, like, scope. because the short bait probably not going to believe me. You're probably just going to click on this, see the title, see who I am, and just immediately dislike that. Whatever, you can go for it. Thanks for the interaction. But guys, stay tuned to the Iron Seas, because if Daniel does come out with a follow-up statement, which he probably really should, because even if he wins this case, right, this lawsuit against her, he's probably not going to make enough off of it. He needs to win some of the public back, because he's lost it, right? He needs to win some of it back. So if he does a follow-up video, bro, we got a bingo card ready to go about guesses of what's going to be used as evidence. I swear to God, if that vegan coffee gets brought up, boom, check mark. If he went to CVS to get condoms, boom, check off. If he went to CVS for lube, double points. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Subscribe to that show. I haven't been posting around here a lot, but things might change. But I'm always on the Iron Seas. So check me out there, guys. And until next time,